Hi, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Helen. And 26 years ago today, we met for the first time. So we counted this as an anniversary.
Yeah, day before taxes.
Why not? And we also knew when we met, or was this our anniversary of our first date? I always forget which is which. Do you know?
It's all very, very, very close. They're all closely tied together.
Yes, it was. It was like within a couple of days.
Yeah.
So we met. I called her.
And we were off on our first date, and it was all over.
And so where did we meet?
We met at our mutual friend Peter D's apartment on 48th Street between 9th and 10th in Manhattan. It was for a reading group that she had started.
Reading group. I had started with my friend Guy because we'd both been out of grad school for a while and we kind of missed talking about books in a smart way, so we started this group in order to do that. And Peter knew Guy from theater that he'd written, and I knew Guy because he dated one of my oldest friends for a while. And
I knew Peter because I had been doing theater with Peter upstate. And so when I moved down to the city, I actually stayed on Peter's floor for a while. And so he told me about the reading group. And so I got invited. And then we met. The book was The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway.
Which is, about a war wound and a very independent, ferocious woman who is in love with the wrong person.
It was awesome. And I admired how she defended Britt, the female character, and Brett, and she liked how I leaned and that I was generous in sharing my beer.
She's in a rush, I can tell. Anyway, that's how we met on the actual day that we met. And then Peter basically gave me her number. I called. You were applying makeup at the time. And the funny part of it is I was supposed to go see something with my friend Brian, who was actually the person who dated Guy. Anyway, I was supposed to go see this. I really like communist, HUAC, all of that stuff.
It was a McCarthy-era hearing.
McCarthy things.
Documentary.
And so I was supposed to go see this with my friend Brian because we always went to go see communist things together. And then we were talking, and I was trying to explain that I already had plans to go do this thing with a friend. And she was like, wow, that sounds great. I would go. And I was like, oh, shit. Now I got to call Brian and say, sorry, I have a date. And, dates, especially optimistic first dates, right? Friends step aside. So instead, we went together. We actually did go see a documentary about the Army McCarthy hearings called No Contest. No,
I
that
don't
was
remember.
the play.
But afterwards, we both sat there thinking independently, that was awesome, but God, I think the other person hated it. And then we got outside, and we were like, that was awesome. And I'm like, oh no, we're screwed.
Right.
We both really liked the McCarthy era hearing. And then
we took a walk.
Yeah,
Which turns out she hates walks, but first date.
Yep. And then it was off to the races. And I am the luckiest person in the whole wide world, I think.
In a rush.
But yeah, because I'm done.
So what also happened that night is that we walked by a theater.
Jean Cocteau Repertory.
Where she was like, I want to work there. And she was working there in the next couple of months. And in fact, that's the building we got married in. We did our formal photos outside of CBGB's, which was across the street. For you youngs, just look it up. But yes, all of these years, 26 years later. And then, of course, we also celebrate our actual wedding anniversary, and that's in July, a few years later. So, what are we on then?
We got a lot of names. We got a lot of dates. Look, kids, all I can tell you, that's how you stay together. Is you change your names.
It's not the years.
You have a lot of dates.
You don't agree on anything. No,
yeah,
it's a thing.
Mostly
you go to documentaries about communism and the Red Scare. That's really important.
Yes.
That's really the building blocks of a good relationship is knowing everything. And then, of course, years and years later, we moved to Appleton, Wisconsin, which is Joe McCarthy's birthplace, right? It's weird.
The circle is now complete. The communists are now the master.
That's why we're wearing red. No, it's not. But anyway, that's it. Just happy anniversary to us.
Happy anniversary to us. Ha ha.